Welcome to Brewstar Reviews. Dive into the world of Amazon products with us as we provide honest, in-depth reviews to help you make informed purchasing decisions. The Apple iPhone 16e represents an interesting shift in how high-end mobile technology becomes more accessible to a broader audience. This specific model, featuring 128 GB of storage and an all-black finish, is offered as a renewed device, which fundamentally changes the value proposition for many potential users. By choosing a renewed version, the focus shifts toward obtaining modern internal hardware at a more manageable price point, which sits at roughly $380 at the time of writing. This device is an unlocked model, meaning it is not tied to any specific carrier, though it relies exclusively on eSIM technology for cellular connectivity. This move away from physical SIM cards reflects a broader industry trend toward digital-first setups. As a renewed product, it has undergone a process of inspection and testing to ensure it functions as expected, offering a middle ground between the high cost of a brand new flagship and the uncertainty of the standard used market. When looking at the build and design of this device, the focus is clearly on a balance of portability and screen real estate. It features a 6.1-inch display, which has become a standard size for those who want a phone that is easy to use with one hand while still providing enough space for media and productivity. The screen itself utilizes Super Retina XDR OLED technology. This is a significant detail because OLED panels allow for true blacks and a very high contrast ratio, making colors appear more vivid and text look sharper compared to older liquid crystal displays. The screen is capable of reaching 800 nits of typical high brightness and can peak at 1200 nits when viewing high dynamic range content. This level of brightness is particularly useful when using the device outdoors under direct sunlight, where reflections can often make screens difficult to read. With a resolution of 2532 by 1170 pixels, the resulting 460 pixels per inch ensures that the interface remains crisp and detailed regardless of how closely it is viewed. Inside the device, the performance is driven by the Apple A17 chip. This is a 6-core processor that splits its workload between 2 high-performance cores and 4 high-efficiency cores. This architecture is designed to handle demanding tasks like gaming or video editing using the performance cores, while switching to the efficiency cores for lighter background tasks to preserve battery life. Supporting this processor is 8 GB of random access memory, or RAM. This amount of memory is a notable step up for an entry-level model and is a key factor in how the device handles multitasking and future software updates. The inclusion of a 4-core graphics processing unit and a 16-core neural engine further emphasizes that this phone is built to handle modern applications that rely heavily on artificial intelligence and machine learning. This hardware foundation means the device is not just capable of running current apps, but is also positioned to remain relevant as software becomes more demanding over the next several years. The significance of these performance specs lies in the longevity they provide. When a device has 8 GB of RAM and a current generation chip like the A18, it is much more likely to receive operating system updates and security patches for a long time. For a user, this translates to a better return on investment. The 4005 mAh battery is also a critical component of the daily experience. In the context of a 6.1-inch phone, this battery capacity is quite substantial. It works in tandem with the efficiency cores of the A18 chip to manage power consumption throughout the day. Because this is a renewed device, the battery health is generally expected to be at a high percentage of its original capacity, ensuring that the performance gains of the new chip aren't undercut by poor power retention. This balance of power and efficiency is what allows the device to stay thin and light without requiring constant tethering to a wall outlet. This specific iPhone 16e is best suited for a few distinct types of users. First, it appeals to the budget-conscious consumer who wants the latest internal architecture without paying the premium associated with a brand new, straight-from-the-factory device. At approximately $380, it targets a segment of the market that values internal specs over having a brand new box. It is also an excellent choice for those who prefer a more compact form factor. While many modern phones have moved toward much larger screens, the 6.1-inch size remains a favorite for its ergonomics. Furthermore, because it is an unlocked eSIM device, it is particularly useful for frequent travelers or people who like the flexibility of switching between different cellular plans without needing to wait for a physical card in the mail. The 128 GB of storage provides a comfortable amount of space for the average user to store photos, apps, and some offline media without feeling immediate pressure to upgrade their cloud storage. However, the reliance on eSIM is a factor that potential owners should consider. While most major carriers and many smaller ones now support digital SIMs, it does require a different setup process than simply swapping a plastic card from an old phone. This digital-only approach is part of a larger shift toward more secure and flexible networking, but it requires the user to be comfortable with a slightly more technical activation process. Additionally, the renewed status means that while the internal components are tested, the device may have very minor cosmetic imperfections that wouldn't be present on a new unit. For most, this is a fair trade-off for the significant price reduction, but it is a characteristic of the renewed market that defines the purchasing experience. In closing, the Apple iPhone 16e in this renewed configuration offers a compelling mix of modern power and refined design at a more accessible price point. It brings the capabilities of the A18 chip and a high-quality OLED display to a price bracket that is often populated by much older or less capable hardware. While the move to an eSIM-only system and the choice of a renewed device involve specific considerations regarding setup and cosmetic condition, the overall package provides a high level of performance and future-proofing. It serves as a practical option for someone who needs a reliable, powerful smartphone that can keep up with modern software demands without the financial commitment of the latest flagship release. It is a balanced choice that prioritizes the core elements of the smartphone experience: screen quality, processing speed, and battery life, within a sustainable and cost-effective framework. By focusing on the essentials of the A18 platform and the efficiency of the Super Retina XDR display, this device addresses the needs of a modern user who expects a fast and responsive interface. The 8 GB of RAM ensure that as apps evolve to include more integrated intelligence features, the hardware won't become a bottleneck. The black finish and the 6.1-inch frame offer a classic look and feel that doesn't go out of style, making it a versatile tool for both professional and personal use. For those looking to enter or stay within the Apple ecosystem while being mindful of their spending, this renewed iPhone 16e presents a logical path forward. It reflects a maturing smartphone market where the differences between the absolute top tier and the well-chosen mid-tier are becoming more about the context of the purchase than the actual capability of the hardware in your hand. This device is ultimately about getting the most functional value out of a proven design and a very capable set of internal components. It represents a sensible way to access high-end technology, focusing on what matters most for daily reliability and long-term usability. The roughly $380 price point makes it a strong contender for anyone looking to maximize their technology budget without sacrificing the benefits of the latest mobile processing advancements. Whether it is the sharp contrast of the OLED screen or the peace of mind provided by a modern 6-core CPU, the value here is found in the intersection of high-end specifications and the practical benefits of the renewed marketplace. It is a straightforward, powerful, and efficient choice for the contemporary mobile user. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more honest product insights. Have a product you want us to review? Drop a like and subscribe, and comment below. Until next time, happy shopping.